Good morning, students. Welcome to our YouTube channel, Bal Sadhana Group of Institution. Today, I am discussing about you social study of class 10th, chapter number 1st, Golden India, ancient time to 1206. Golden India, ancient time to 1206 AD. We all know that India was known as leader of the world. Why? Because many Indian philosophers give the scientific theory like as zero by Aryabhatta or give any speech on value of zero by Swami Vivekananda in the Chicago Religious Sammelan. So we can say that India gave a direction to the world in the education, astronomy, science, military, architectures, philosophy, moral science, music, Vedas in the world. So that India was known as leader of the world or world guru, as well as India known as golden bird, because many traders from India to they sell their goods in India, and the Indian traders sell their goods in the foreign country, south and western countries and eastern countries and northern countries like as Siam, Indonesia, Malaya Island, Brunei, Philippines, Japan, Korea, Iraq, Iran, America, and so many countries. So, and along with this, the trading of India, those things India trade to the other country with the other countries, and they return back as a gold, and they sell their precious things like as spices, cardamom, long, etc. So India's treating the world as a family and wishing everyone welfare and well-being is our idol. We can say that India seems to a whole world as a family, Vasudev Kutumbakam. So on the basis of excavation and archaeological remains, we can see that global pattern of Indian culture. Indian traders and merchants, philosopher, philosophers, all are go through out of the country and establish their political and cultural empire. These travels these travels reach in different countries of the world by the path of land or by the sea route, by the path or by the sea route, by the sea route. So we seems India is known as world leader. India known as world leader. Now we are coming on the point of Indus Valley civilization. Indus Valley civilization. All of know Indus Valley civilization. This civilization is known as Indus Saraswati civilization. Indus Saraswati civilization. This civilization is the world leading civilization. This civilization means Indus Valley civilizations is the world leading civilization. It embraces around 2400 BC to 1700 BC. In the mid of 2400 BC to 1700 BC. This civilization was first discovered by Rai Bahadur Dayaram Sahni. He is an archaeologist and he was the founder of Indus Valley civilization. This civilization developed around the river, means this civilization, where this civilization developed, where this civilization developed, where? So we all know Indus is a river, Saraswati is a river, Saraswati and Indus both are river. So the civilizations found around these rivers, those civilization found around those rivers is known as valley civilization. So we can say that Indus Saraswati civilization is found developed around the river of Indus and Saraswati river. This valley made in an organized way, house made with the bricks and stones, and ways were meet at right angles. This culture is very cultural and developed civilization. Means the house, Indus Valley civilization developed in an organized way, where houses were made with bricks and stones, and drainage system, well drainage systems were meet at the right angle. So we can say that this culture is a very advanced and developed civilization. This civilization is very cultural and developed civilization. The people of this civilization, means Indus Valley civilization's people, worshipped the nature, earth, fire, water, and god Indra. They used some metals. One of the most metal they first discovered the metal was copper. And the people of Indus civilization used to water transport, and this transport was very advanced. They use it to transport of goods, internal or external, and they travel through the water or sea route. As a first we discuss, Indian philosophers, traders goes to another country through the land route and sea route. One of the famous harbor is Lothal and Dholavira. Both are present now in Gujarat, and the Lothal is the nearest harbor or port to the Rajasthan. So we can say this port developed as a tradition center or cultural center. Most of the Indus civilizations was developed around the rivers, ports, sea routes. Indus civilization people called himself Arya. Arya is a caste. Arya is a caste. Later we are discussing, now we are discussing Vedic period. After the Indus civilizations, the next period come into existence, and this is Vedic period. The time period of this Vedic period 1500 BC to 1000 BC. The Vedic period divided into two parts: pre-Vedic period or post-Vedic period. Pre-Vedic period 1500 BC to 1000, post-Vedic period ये pre-Vedic period time period है 1500 BC to 1000 BC, and post-Vedic period है 1000 BC to 600 BC. Post-Vedic period. We are discussing here about the post-Vedic period. In this period, many Janpad come into existence. Post-Vedic period. After pre-Vedic period. First, in pre-Vedic periods, people reside in tribes. People reside in tribes. Tribes, a group of caste. Tribes mean groups of caste. Group of caste. So people after the pre-Vedic period, we come in post-Vedic period. In post-Vedic period, many Janpad come into the existence, and first they are these Janpad these tribe replaced by Janpad. In Janpadas, people were divided on the basis of Varnashram system. In Varnashram system, castes were divided upon their work. Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. Brahmin, this is priest. Kshatriya, warriors. Vaishya, traders, and common people. Shudra, serving people. Serving people. In post-Vedic period, villages were undeveloped. In post-Vedic period, villages were undeveloped. In that time, iron had widely been used in the eastern Uttar Pradesh and western Bihar. First we discuss copper, first metal founded by the people of Indus civilization. Indus civilization, and later new invention in technology, it had strengthened the concept of permanent living in the societies. Means the people who reside in the forest area or in the tribe or as a nomadic life, the new invention in agriculture, trade, business, commerce, etc. weakened the ancient tribal system, and small janas or tribe were replaced by large states or janpad. By the by the 6th century BC, the Janpad grew into Mahajanpad. In the beginning of the 6th century BC, there was a complete lack of universal authority in India, mostly in North India. So the entire India was divided into many independent states. These states were more elaborate and powerful than North Vedic states. So at the time of existence, Mahajanpad means Mahajanpad replaced by the Mahajanpad. The Mahajanpad period started from 600 BC to 325 BC. Before the emergence of Mahajanpad, people reside into tribe or Janpad due to new development of agriculture, trade, business and commerce, etc. weakened the tribal system, and these tribes replaced by Janpad. By the 6th century BC, the Janpad grew into Mahajanpadas. Independent states were established in North India, which has been called Mahajanpad. Independent state. In the 6th century BC, many large and powerful independent states were established in North India, which has been called Mahajanpad. The descriptions of these Mahajanpad found in the Buddhist text, one of the Buddhist text, Anguttara Nikaya. There were, as per Buddhist text, there were 16 Mahajanpad in existence. How many? 16 Mahajanpad exist at that time. These are Kasi. Kasi, this is a Mahajanpad. Mahajanpad. And its capital was Varanasi. Varanasi, we all know, present district of Uttar Pradesh, and our Prime Minister's MP from Varanasi. Next Mahajanpad, Kuru, and its capital was Indraprasth. Indraprasth, Ang, Mahajanpad. This Mahajanpad, known as Arjun friend or Pandava's brother Ang, its capital was Champa. Magad, it's a powerful Mahajanpad, and its capital was Rajgir, Giri, Vajra or Patliputra. Present name Patna. Its present name Patna. Patna is the capital of Bihar. Next Mahajanpad, Vajji. Its capital was Videha and Mithila. Mal, Khuswanti, and second name was Kusinara. Chedi, Shaktimati, Vats, Kosambi, Kosal. It belongs to our goddess Kosal, Mahajanpad, and its capital was Ayodhya. Ayodhya belongs to our goddess Ram. It's two part. In the Buddhist period, northern Ayodhya or southern Ayodhya. Northern Ayodhya, capital of northern Ayodhya was Saket, and the southern Ayodhya, capital of southern Ayodhya was Shravasti. Same. Next, Panchal. Its capital north, it's divided into two parts. First, North Panchal, South Panchal. North Panchal, capital of North Panchal, Aishatra, South Kampi. Matsya Mahajanpad. It's a Matsya Mahajanpad is part of, belongs to the Rajasthan, and its capital was Viratnagar, Sursena, Mathura, Asmak, Potan. This Mahajanpad situated in the southern part of India. Avanti, North Avanti. Avanti was divided also to part, North Avanti and South Avanti. North Avanti, capital of North Avanti was Ujjaini. South Avanti, capital of South Avanti, Mahismati. Mahismati, we all know about that. Mahismati, the movie of Bahubali, belongs to the Mahajanpad of Mahismati. Next Mahajanpad, Gandhar. Gandhar महाजनपद belongs to a great epic Mahabharat, and its capital was Taxila. Next Mahajanpad Kamboj, its capital Rajpur or Hathak. In these Mahajanpad many were, we are discussed 16 Mahajanpad. In these Mahajanpad many were republic means representative by elected by people, or monarchy ruled by king or queen. Most powerful Mahajanpad of that times were Kosal, Vats, Avanti and Magध. All these Mahajanpad were monarchs. Means here these Mahajanpad ruled by king or queen. Now Republic Mahajanpad. First we are seeing that monarchs Mahajanpad, these were Kosal, Vats, Avanti and Magad. In the 16th century BC, many republic were also in existence. Some of them Sakya of Kapil Vastu, Bhag of Susumargiri, Bulli of Alkapam, Kalab of Kesput, Kolye of Ramagram, Mal of Kusinara, Mal of Pava, Morye of Piplivanam, Litsvi of Vaisali and Videha of Mithila. These were republic monarchs. Where they rule by these Mahajanpad rule by representative. Next topic, our main Janpad of Rajasthan. In Rajasthan 4 Janpad: Jangal, Matsya, Sursen and Sivi. Jangal Mahajanpad situated present district of Bikaner and Jodhpur, which is called Jangla Desh, because this region Bikaner and Jodhpur districts known as Bangladesh because this Mahajanpad, according to name of this Mahajanpad, Janpad, Jangal Janpad. Its capital was Ahisatrapur. The present name Nagaur. What is the capital of Bangladesh? Ahisatrapur, which is present name as Nagaur. The Bikaner part known as Kru Jangal. Jodhpur part was as the Madrei Jangal. The king of this Janpad called himself as the Jangladar Badshah. The king of this Janpad called himself as the Jangladhar Badshah. Next, Matsya. Matsya region near by the present Jaipur, means the area around the Jaipur known as the Matsya region, and it extends from the hill near the Chambal to the forest area of Saraswati river and some part of the modern Alwar and Bharatpur district of Rajasthan. Its capital was Viratnagar, which is present known as Bairat, which is present known as. Next Janpad, Sursen. This Janpad was situated the modern Brij region. Its capital was Mathura, and the Mathura is belongs to Lord Krishna. According to Mahabharata, according to great epic Mahabharata, the Yadav dynasty ruled here. Most part of Bharatpur, it include most part of Bharatpur, Dholpur and Crowley were under this Janpad. Next, Sivi. The capital of this Janpad was Shivpur. The capital of this Janpad was Shivpur. This place identified from current place of Sherkot in Pakistan, means this Shivpur present in the Pakistan, and this place known as Sherkot. After the battle with Susin, who is Susin? Susin is the brother of Magad ruler Ashok and the son of Bindusar. Sivi and other tribe started living in the Mewad area of Rajasthan. Means after the battle of Susin, the Sivi tribe and the other tribe started to living in the Mewad area of Rajasthan, and they made a capital there named Nagri, a place near Chittorgarh was the capital of this Janpad. Despite the republic system, regency of this Janpad was still in the hand of aristocratic family. Aristocratic family, landlord family. Aristocratic means landlords, autocrats, big landowner. The elections of the representative was done by Sangh Sabha. Representatives were elected through the voting, which is called Salk. Salk was a multicolored paper. Before the arrival of EVM, people cast their vote through multicolored paper and they elect their representative. The assembly was the biggest institution of the Janpad, and the expansionist thereafter these republic declined due to groupism and internal differences. The expansionist policies of contemporary monarchies was more or less responsible for this decline, and due to this contemporary monarchies, the policy of expanding their empire of monarchies was decline the Janpad. So this Janpad or Mahajanpad period comes to an existence. So my dear student, I hope you understand these topic: Indus civilization, Vedic civilization, post Vedic, pre Vedic civilization, and Mahajan Pad period. Mahajan Pad period. 16 Mahajanpad and main Janpad of Rajasthan. 4 Janpad. So read the carefully and understand. If any problem, please comment and like, share and subscribe our YouTube channel. Tomorrow we will discuss about Mauryan dynasty. In Mauryan dynasty, Chandragupta Maurya, Bindusar, Ashok, and about Dham of Ashok, Dhamyatra, Anusandhan, Dham Mahamatre, and inscriptions by Ashok, and successors of Ashok and the decline of Mauryan Empire and Mauryan administration. Thanks. Have a nice day.